Please click the subscribe button and the notification icon. It will help us a lot.
I have to say the path that I'm going on, I feel like not very many people choose it actually because it is hard. They oft the path that people do choose is often to, find a studio that they really want to work in and apply like crazy and move up the chain there, move up the ladder there. And for that, I do see some common mistakes. Is that I feel like oftentimes artists don't really ask themselves why they're making the art. Um, if I get this a lot when people come up to me and say, how do I break into the industry? How can I get a job at Studio X? And they name a large studio of some sort. And when I ask them, like, okay, well, do you like working with 100,000 people? They're like, no, I like working in my own home by myself. I'm like, well, why do you want to work at the studio then, right? So it's just things like that where it's like, it's almost like they don't even ask themselves why they want a certain thing or why they're doing art in the first place. If, for example, another artist would come up to me and say, like, can you tell me how, I can improve on becoming like a good character designer? And I'm like, what do you like about character design? And they're like, I really like landscape painting. And so I get that a lot where I'm like, okay, well, maybe you haven't spent the time to think about like why. Why did you do art? Was it about color? Was it about lighting? Was it about like did you like storytelling? Maybe you should be a storyboard artist and not, not a landscape painter or like vice versa. And so I think the common mistake I see is that artists don't ask themselves why. Why am I doing this art? Why did I get into art in the first place? What am I trying to achieve with that art? um is it and why do you want to work at a particular studio? I think if they're looking for, I like that particular art style or I like specific things about that studio, then I think that's great and I fully support that. But if the answer is like, oh, I like the fame that comes with that title or something like that, I think you're in it for the wrong reasons. So yeah, I think as an artist, you should always ask yourself why you're doing something. The other mistake I think too that I see is the following the herd. I see this a lot, especially at conventions where I go up and down the aisle and almost all the art looks the same. Like it looks very similar to each other.
Oh
And
yeah.
yes, and it's great to like a style, to learn it, and to maybe you feel that it became your own style. But I just think that's a common mistake. It's just I see too much of young artists being impressionable, and their mentor did this one thing, and they want to do that thing too, and they do that same exact thing, and it's as if I'm a studio or if I'm a recruiter and I'm like, okay, I'm looking for this one thing, I'm gonna hire the original person that that did that one thing. It's like so my point being is that while it's great to learn the trend and what's in right now, and it's good to learn why it works, and so like you break it down, you learn it, maybe you mimic it and you understand why it works. But then I think at the end of the day, you still have to find your own voice. That's what makes you different from another artist.